Fred goes to work out to the plant. He isn't there very long, and he's got to go to Centralia, and he's got to sell some silos. I mean, they get some people wanting silos down here. Got to go to. Okay, so pretty soon he's got to have a place for his business, and so he puts at that time where we lived, you know, in Centralia, and do you know where the plant was?
Yes.
Well, but beyond that is the high school, but there was a big stadium there, a grandstand, and that's underneath is where he had his plant for making silo staves, and he found it pretty long drive for a weekend to come up to Lynden, and he didn't like it too well, and so that went on. Just figured, well, this spring, you know, he'll be having the silo season over with, and he wouldn't need to be there anymore. So, but that didn't work that way. It just got more business, and it went south quite a ways, and into Oregon too. So he said, you'll just have to move here. So I lived in that house from January to September.
And that was it.
And well, of course, we had somebody wanted that house right now. So that was no problem of selling our house, but we go to Chehalis and we can't find a place to rent. So finally we find a place that two people are, you know, it's built for two persons in one house. And so we had the main house, but somehow they had maybe two rooms, and they used the same bathroom we did. So, the lady said the house isn't for sale. And so that was fine for us then to rent it. I didn't want to move into a place that I had to move again.
Yeah.
But along come, and she said, I'd like to show the house. I think we moved in October, and this is in January. And I thought, well, the house isn't for sale. I guess that's all right. You go show it if it's your house. And I thought, what do you want to show it for? To show your friend that you've got another place? And and so she said, this lady wants to buy it. And I thought, goodness, all that work and haul and all our furniture and everything down here, and now we got to move. Well, we had a hard time finding another place to rent, and we found a place in Chehalis, in Centralia. And right behind where we lived was the railroad track for the main line. But we had a good fence in the back, so that didn't bother. But there was a little grocery store. You went to the corner of the block, and you went over the railroad tracks to a little grocery store, which of course the kids love to go to. But most of the time, I mean, I let, well, Dennis, of course, was a first grader then. He was in school in April, and there was an earthquake. Wrecked his school. He happened to be on the playground. He said, I hung on to, he says, I looked for a place to hide. He said, but I just hung on to the flagpole. He was playing outside. But he remembered that I had told him, I hadn't told him, but I had told a story how Fred and I had gone back to the Midwest to pick up a load of silo roofs. It's all aluminum, and we were traveling on the prairies in the Dakotas, and up there was a twister just coming toward us. And I said, Fred, if you think that we're going to, you want to get into a twister, you're mistaken. We've got to go at a right angle to that. But he kept on the main road, and I said, if anything, I'm going to jump in the ditch. And I don't remember that I did or didn't. All at once, the twister took off another way. So we were lucky. Well, he remembers that I had told that story about looking to jump in the ditch. So he said, I couldn't find a place in the ditch, he said. So I hung on to the flagpole.